This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Sway in the morning, broadcasting live from Caroline's on Shade 45.
All right, we're going to keep the show moving right now. Caroline's, make some noise. All right, we got my man D-Ray Davis is actually performing here tonight, so you can still go online and get tickets to see him tonight and for the rest of the weekend. Also, Troy Ave is going to join us towards the end of the show. He's going to perform some new music from his new album. But next up, man, we got a guy that we call an all-purpose guy on our show, Sway in the Morning. This dude writes a lot of comedy. He's kind of like my slave on the air, really, pretty much. He does whatever I ask him to. Heather, don't say nothing to me. Come on, HB.
You can't call him a slave. He's a paid slave, so it's a little bit different.
Indentured servant.
But I got to interject a little bit for
Give
everybody.
it up for Heather B, ladies and gentlemen.
I haven't been saying much, but where I'm from, happy hour is going on somewhere, Sway, around the world. It's time to treat the citizens. Hey, look. It's time to get it popping, if y'all know what I mean.
You got HB. Heather B thought when Jen told the racist jokes, those were the funniest. Anybody agree? What you got for me, HB? Give it up for Heather B. You about to spit a verse? It's a big bottle of Moet. Okay, all right.
It's more. I don't come.
You got more?
Yeah.
All right, obviously I'm not going to drink this by myself. Anybody in the audience want to share this bottle with me?
We got enough for the audience.
All right, damn, we got two of them. My man, come here. Here, take this, open it, and then pass it around like a blunt.
What kind of hood?
All right.
No.
What?
What
No?
hood? There's cups.
That's too small.
Yeah, give that. We got a bigger one.
Jeez, man, what you got right
Pass
there?
this out to everybody.
What the hell is that, Heather?
It's time to get it popping. Yeah.
This is really a family
This
affair.
one? Come here, man. I can't even hold that one. That's too heavy. Oh, my gosh.
That's
3-liter bottle of Moet. You are serious.
Now
all right?
it's time for jokes.
Okay, all right, man. Go ahead and pop that and pass. He gonna pass it around. Everybody get a cup, and we'll do a toast later on in the show. All right, next up, man, my good friend, man. He's a really funny guy. I actually challenge him every day on the air. I always put him in awkward positions, so I pause.
Wow.
So I challenged him because I think he's so funny. I challenged him to come up here and do 5 minutes on stage, and he said no sweat. This is his first time ever doing this, so if he flops, I want y'all to boo him. Give it up for DB, ladies and gentlemen.
You better use a condom if you're taking it. All these broke niggas, they be on my. Need a hot
Get off. What kind of fucked up introduction was that? He's my slave. He does whatever it tells. Oh, by the way, we're gonna pass around liquors and everybody's fucking drinking instead of listening to me and shit. Son of a bitch. I'll wait. Only got 5 minutes. It's all good. All right. Yeah. Everybody give it up for yourselves. The citizens, listeners. It's cool to see. By the way, thank you, DJ Wonder, for playing fucking Sausage on my way up here. Sausage! Fucking song.
Go, DB!
My shit was a joke before I even said anything. Damn. Motherfucker. Anyway, it's good to see everybody out here. You know, a lot of you guys don't get to see what happens behind the scenes. You know, it's good to see the citizens' faces. A lot of crazy stuff happens that you don't get to see on the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hip-hop stuff is weird. You know, you get to see these great interviews. Every once in a while, a lot of stuff. We had Black Rob on the show. You remember Black Rob, you know, whoa, like one of the hardest rappers in the bad boy era. We had him on the show recently, and he started crying because he was talking about, like, a lot of the hardships that he had to face, you know, in his recent years. And it's fucked up because it's like, you used to, whoa, they had a bad bitch like, whoa. And then we get off the camera, he's like,
Don't do that.
and we in the back, and it's like, yo, this nigga's crying. Whoa. And Sway, I love Sway because he gets so into hip hop that he, like, of course he's not gonna cry, but he was like, yo, Rob, we feel you, man, but I gotta get you to spit some. This nigga wasn't even done crying yet. He still had tears coming down, and Sway asked him to fucking rap. Like, can you give him a second to kind of like collect it? He's on camera doing this shit. Yo, I sell crack on the block, nigga. Yo, I'm hot as hell like these rocks, nigga. Yo, and we just like, this is fucked up, man. Niggas gonna be cracking on him. Anyway, a lot of wild shit happened in the news recently. Any Rangers fans? New York Rangers? White people, yes. Nobody else gives a fuck about hockey. I had to DJ a Rangers event recently, and you know, it's a nice, fun event for kids and fans, you know, an interactive thing. And I'm DJing, I'm playing like really fun music, you know. Just Heather. Just, damn, man. Oh, okay. Can everybody hear me good? Am I doing it? That's my other name, Slave and Dumb Motherfucker. Anyway, I was DJing this Rangers event, and you know, I'm playing fun music. It's a bunch of kids. You don't want to play nothing hardcore, nothing crazy, too explicit. And I'm in the middle of playing this, you know, regular pop top 40 song, and I see this guy in a wheelchair come up to me real slow, and he was in, not like a regular one, but like the motorized joint that roll really extra slow, and he's just like, just like coming up to me, taking like 5 minutes and shit. I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? What's up? This isn't hockey music. The fuck? Like, you came up here to diss me? You spent all that battery time. You gotta get home later. Like, you could have sent somebody over here to tell me that shit. You come up here and diss me, telling me this ain't hockey music. You know, I can't diss him back, especially because he's in a wheelchair. I want him to say, fuck you, you know. I say, all right, man, I'm sorry. You know, I'll try to play some AC/DC or something like that. So he turned and left, but the chair turned and he just looked at me like, Another guy come up to me, he was like, hey, what's up, buddy? Can I hear something with a beat, man? Can I hear some Evanescence? Evanescence? Like, I can't be rude. So I'm like, all right, man, what song you want to hear? I don't even remember the name of the song. I played a song. Mind you, there is no beat to this song whatsoever. It's just vocals. Now I'm playing this shit, and now over there I see the dude looking at me like, not even close. Fuck you. You want to hear hockey music? I play They See Me Rolling, motherfucker. Now walk it out. It's fucked up, but it's funny.
Yes.
Damn it. Bruce Jenner's in the news. Everybody talking about Bruce Jenner.
Caitlyn.
I'm sorry, Caitlyn. His mama named him Bruce, I'm gonna call him Bruce. Everybody see that interview he did? Like, there was something that messed me up about the interview because it was cool what he was saying and everything, but there was one eye that was just real quick, and the other one was like on Pacific time, just like doot, doot, doot. This one was just doot, 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 doot. It was like his dick was sending Morse code. Don't kill me! Please! I wanna live! Can anybody see me? It's like, yo. His dick wants to live. And you got Chinks Drugs got killed, man. Everybody's fucked up about that, man. R.I.P. I know Asian people weren't too upset. His name was Chinks Drugs. Like, yo, I know it's too soon, it's fucked up, but yo, if Jin would have came up here and been like, yo, what's up, my name's Jin-the-mc, but I'm changing my name to Niggas Guns, everybody would have whooped his ass. But Chinks Drugs gets a pass? That's so messed up. Yo, Jin, where were you on May 23rd, by the way? Like, were you in Queens by any chance? I'll stop. It's probably one of his friends in here gonna fuck me up after the show. Heard what you said, nigga. Shit ain't funny. Sway shaking his head. This nigga's fired. Fucking slave. I thought it was funny. I just had my birthday recently. You know, it's kind of hard getting used to the fact that I'm getting older, but I've come to peace with it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that's changed. Hip hop has changed a whole lot. You know, 1992, Ice Cube came out with a song called Today Was a Good Day. First line of the song, just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. Damn, Ice, that was cool, man. Nobody thanks God the first line of the song anymore. ASAP Ferg, Shabba Ranks. What's the first line of that song? Short nigga, but my dick tall. Did you write that shit? Short nigga, but my dick tall. And right after that, you hear woo woo. Who was the nigga they had say woo woo after he talked about his dick was tall? You be in the studio, short nigga, but my dick tall. Hey, Jamal, come here. That's some bullshit. Woo woo, tall dick nigga. The fuck? I'm not gonna woo woo after you talked about your dick was tall. The fuck? How come I ain't get no champagne?
I got you, DB.
I love you, Heather.
The first dude that Sway got to do it, he was pouring big ass mug bottles for everybody.
He had a heavy hand.
I had to get him. He was like, I ain't no server. I'm like, but my dude, you don't do that shit. It's free. You share the shit. He acting like he home and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you ain't home.
Yo, he acting like he at the club and shit.
Yeah, like, it's... Like, he pouring the shit like he bought it.
Pouring it like he won a championship.
Nah, yo.
Who won, nigga?
Yeah, he tripping on my shit. I had to go get my shit back.
Yo, look, this motherfucker got 2 glasses. Come on, B. No, she got 2 glasses too, some orange juice and shit. All right, I'll let you off. All right. But you still could have poured me one. Motherfucker. Yeah, all right. Anyway, thank you for having me. I was nervous as fuck coming up here. I appreciate everybody for coming out today. We got some more dope comedians. No, fuck that. You gonna give me another messed up outro? No, thanks everybody. You've been great.
All right, go shampoo the carpet, motherfucker. Give it up for DB. Hold on, Wonder. Let me tell you, that was literally his first time ever doing that. He stepped up to the challenge, man.
What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
It's Sway in the Morning, broadcasting live from Caroline's on Shade 45.
All right, we're live at Caroline's. Caroline's, make some noise. All right, this is the biggest comedy stage in New York City, and we decided to partner up with them for the first time. Mr. Charles, thank you for making this happen here at Caroline's. Give that man a round of applause. And I want to thank all our citizens that came out today. We're going to have a couple things taking place, one of which Troy Ave is going to be here. Give him a round of applause. He's going to be performing to close out the show. We invited a lot of aspiring comedians to come up on this stage in New York City, on a stage that otherwise they may not get a chance to rock on. And we got people who flew in from Florida. We got people who flew in from Chicago, people who flew in from Texas. So they're going to get their big shot today. Also, we have good friends of ours, Jin, the MC, battle rapper extraordinaire. Now he's doing comedy too. He's going to hit the stage. But first, the first man to hit the stage is a guy I've known for over, well, I won't say how long I've known him, man. I might date myself. No, actually, easily 20 years I've known this man, and we met in the world of radio, and we watched the business grow together, and we grew also together. We grew our brands, and we helped break a lot of some of your favorite artists over the years. He then came to MTV. I remember one day seeing him in the elevator, and he was trying to decide if he should go into radio or stay as a radio programmer or come to MTV. Before that elevator closed, I told him, "You be stupid not to come to MTV." And he took that advice and he became one of our biggest programmers. If you know the station, the channel MTV Jams, he's the one who launched MTV Jams and made it what it is today. He then went over to BET and became an executive over there. And he started a lot of the BET platforms as well. And then he decided to go into comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, grace him with his presence on this stage with a lot of love, the one and only Butterman.
Thank you. Thank you, Sway. Yes, I feel like Big Meech. What up? Good morning. What? Yo, how y'all doing, Carolines? What's up? Y'all motherfuckers out here early in the morning. Y'all must have demos and shit. Like, what's going on? Y'all do have demos, don't y'all? Yeah, I'm telling you, this is not like comedy hours, but I'm just excited. Yo, first of all, just give a round of applause for Sway, the morning show, please, for letting me come here and fulfill my dream as a comic. You don't understand what it means to be at Caroline's as a comic. Like at here, this is like the, you know, like I'm working at Caroline's and I'm not like busting tables or fucking, you know what I mean, brushing dishes and shit. You know, I'm like doing comedy. This is beautiful. You know what I mean? I know my name is unusual, Butterman. I should just tell you this story. Like, I started my career, like Sway said, as a radio DJ, you know what I mean? And I had a lot of fun, but one thing about being on the radio is that you have to deal with a lot of crazy motherfuckers calling you. And like, so for instance, like, I would be on the radio, I would get calls like this. Hey, yo, what's up? It's Butterman. You live on the radio. What up? Hello? I want to hear a song, but I don't know the name of it, and I don't know who sing it. I would get calls like this. Yo, it's Butterman. You live on the radio. What up? Okay, check this out, right? I want to hear the new song by Biggie Smalls, but don't talk over it because I'm trying to tape. I'm like, you broke motherfucker. Who still tapes off the radio? What decade do you live in? You know? But the worst shit I had to do, yo, they used to make me do this show called The Love Zone. Now, this is a show that's like supposed to be really mellow and romantic, and people call in and talk about how much they love each other and shit. I spent my nights like this. Hello? This is Butterman. You're on The Love Zone. How can I help you tonight? Hello? Love Zone? My name is Boomquisha, and tonight I would like to delegate my love out to Mook Mook. He's locked up over in Central Booking. And could you please tell him for me that no matter what happens in court tomorrow, his baby mother gonna always be by his side. And could you please play our song, H-Town, Knocking the Boots? And it wasn't just one call. It wasn't just 3 calls. Every call was for a motherfucker in jail. You know what I mean? And at the time, you know, I'm a single black man, college degree, good job, no prospects, single as a motherfucker. But yet, these robbers, rapists, serial killers, and pedophiles had bitches calling for them every night, every hour on the hour. Some bullshit. This woman called up, she goes, Butterman, you do not understand. My boo pork chop in county lockdown. He told me that if he didn't hear his dedication to him on your radio station tonight, I'm afraid I'm gonna lose him. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? I'm like, bitch, how the fuck you gonna lose him? He's in jail. He's not going anywhere. Oh yeah, he might get lost in the system. Fuck around, they might transfer his ass. You know, but, so I had to get the fuck out of radio. This shit was too crazy. So eventually I worked in television. I worked for MTV for a couple years. I hosted this game show called Hood Fab. I gave away socks. It was a lot of fun. You know, yeah, it was fun. But, you know, I got into comedy, you know, for all the reasons people get into comedy, you know, the stability, the money. And but eventually, you know, I knew if I was gonna be a comic, I had to be truthful about my life. I had to be honest about my shit. And so, like, 3 years ago, you know, I came out the closet. I'm gay. Yeah, I know. This is the part of the show where niggas look at me like, what the fuck? Are we being punked? What the fuck is going on? Like, no, that either gets two reactions. It's either the obligatory applause, politically correct bullshit. Yay, he sucks dick. Or it's like the blank stares like, he doesn't look like the gay niggas on Bravo. What the fuck is going on? System overload, this gay does not compute, this gay does not compute. No, I'm not a stereotypical gay dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm an Obama gay, you know what I'm saying? I'm an Obama gay. See, what that means is that I did not come out the closet until Barack Obama said that shit was cool, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know in the black community, a cosign from Barack means everything. You know what I mean? You know you got black people who got pictures of Barack Obama hanging in their homes, who don't even have pictures of their own fucking children hanging in their homes. That's real. That's really real, you know? So in layman's terms, I am a homo, no homo. Hey. Yes, no homo is my favorite phrase because straight dudes use it like Febreze. It's like, yo, son, I really like your jacket, no homo. Yo, bro, you really rocking that shit right there. Your shoes look dope, no homo. Now, let me tell you, that it doesn't work in every circumstance. Like, if you suck a dick and say no homo afterwards, you're going to still have to work that out with Jesus. You still going to have to work that out with Jesus. Wow. So now, but you know, the thing is, right, like, I worked in hip-hop. Hip-hop can be a very homophobic industry, you know what I mean? So it's very difficult for me to come out, you know what I mean? I will tell y'all people right now, people think that being gay is a choice. It's not. Like, real talk, man, I didn't want to be gay. I suppressed it. I dated women. I did everything, you know. Y'all really think if I thought I knew I was going to be gay, I would fucking pick a better name than Butterman? You know what I'm saying? Really, I would open myself up to all that fucking ridicule that came with that shit, you know, if I had known. No, but the thing is, right, like, so, like, you know, I remember, like, when I came out to my boys or whatever, like, I remember, like, one of my homies, like, you know, like, had a problem with it because, you know, like, you know, when you hang out, you socialize a lot in strip clubs when you're in hip hop. That's what you do. You go to strip clubs. So one of my best homies I used to go to strip clubs with, man, he came up to me, he's like, Butter, I just heard that you're gay. And I want to know one thing right now. Are you trying to tell me that all that time that you and I were in those strip clubs together, you were just faking all those lap dances? I was like, bruh, let me show you how you fake a lap dance, right? See, this is how you do it, right? See, while you were on one side of the VIP getting a hand job or a blow job, I was on the other side of the VIP actually talking to Strawberry about her dreams and her aspirations. And sometimes she would show me pictures of her kids and I'd be like, oh shit, Strawberry, you gotta take one into private school? You go, girl, you reinvest that tip money. And thank you, Strawberry, for coming out tonight. I appreciate you so much. Hey girl, how you doing? Oh, no, I'm just fucking with you. No, but honestly, the other thing that really kept me in the closet was my upbringing, because I'm from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Am I West Indian people? Any West Indian people in the house? Big up, big up, big up. So then I don't need to tell y'all the most homophobic race of people on the planet are Caribbean people, all right? We're talking about a culture where it is acceptable for popular artists to go on the radio and sing songs that go boom, bye, bye in a batty boy head. There's some white people in here, so translation, find a gay guy, shoot him in the head. Like, that's the song. Like, that's the whole, that's not a verse, though. That is the whole fucking song. So you imagine, even if you was thinking about coming out, right? You go to your first dance as a youth and shit, the DJ throw on, 2 man kiss up and a hug up and a love up in the bed. Send 2 gun lick a shot them. Like, wait a minute. Is he talking about me? I'm just trying to do the butterfly like everybody else. What the hell? I'm like, yo, why must I be assassinated? I guess I'll just stay my ass in the closet then. You know, I'll give you a mainstream example of that, right? That would be like Taylor Swift, right? Coming out on the American Music Awards, stepping on stage and going, God really hates facts, 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 facts. Jesus really hates facts, 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 facts. We should all hate facts, 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 facts. Best a fact, And you know what's really fucked up in 2015? That little bitch can get away with it. She's on fire right now. Fuck you, Taylor Swift. Oh, man. So, and I'm going to get out of here. You know, it's time for me to go. But y'all have been great. Thank you so much. I just want to say that, you know, in my journey in comedy, you know, I've learned a lot, and I really feel that I can, like, bridge the gap, you know, and try to end homophobia, you know what I mean? Because I've lived on both sides of the shit, and as a gay comic, like, I have to hear so much disrespectful shit about gay people, you don't even understand. So, like, I understand something, like, I want to have a mission in comedy, right? Like, for instance, like, I want to dispel some of the myths about gay dudes, you know what I mean? Like, first of all right, I just want to make a public service announcement to all straight men in the audience on behalf of all gay men, all right? That is this. We are not trying to rape you, okay? We are not trying to, your assholes are safe, you're okay. We're not trying to rape you. Actually, let me rephrase that. No one is trying to rape you, all right? Like, homophobia is this, like, irrational fear that straight dudes have that all gay guys are scheming on their butts. And it's not true. It's not true. It's just not true. First of all, have y'all seen yourselves? Half y'all motherfuckers running around today talking about getting raped by a dude, can't even get pussy. You couldn't even get, you're not even attractive enough to get raped in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And homophobia is some bullshit. I mean, like, gay bashing is the bullshit. It's like, oh, you know, if you don't like gay people, you don't have to, like, physically put your hands on somebody. Just say something bad about Beyonce. I mean, get them where they live. Get them where they live, you know? People ask me, true story, so it's like, yo, Butter, do you ever worry about getting gay bashed? I'm like, fuck no. Look at me, shit. I'll rape you. All right, y'all, my name is Butterman. Thank you so much for having me, y'all. Peace.
I was not worried about my butthole, Butter. Crazy thing back in the day, we used to pick up women together. True story, right, Butter? Yes, sir. You were faking it, though. My game was real. Give it up for Butterman, y'all. All right. Coming up next, we got the one and only Jin, Sway in the Morning, Shade 45, broadcasting live from Carolines.
Sway in the Morning, broadcasting live from Carolines on Shade 45.
This next comedian asked me to keep it short and sweet. He knows I like the big intros, but I'm gonna grant his wish today. He's a fierce MC, I will say that. But now he's into the comedy realm. Please give it up for Jin, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep it bare. I promise I'll never tear that kitchen.
Hey yo, I heard there was a contest to come and tell some jokes, so I'm up on stage trying to sway some votes. Yeah, you know on the mic is Jin again. I'm trying to spread the universe for my citizens, but just in case you don't really understand my steez, watch me kick this next rhyme in Chinese. 早晨咁多位，你哋今日嚟做乜？喂，舉高你雙手，你可唔可以得唔得？今日 MC Jin 有嘢要講，我其實今日真係覺得好鬼爽。Now it's okay, you don't gotta raise your hands, just make some damn noise even if you don't understand. I'm good, Wanda, I'm good. Sway so mesmerized he don't even want to leave. Why you not leaving for my set, Sway? Why you still standing there? No, you want to chill right here? Oh yeah, of course. Make some noise, Carolines, what's up? What y'all just saw was the old me, all right? It's calling me, this mic, those instrumentals. I'm trying to put that life away, man. But the beauty of rapping in Chinese, as y'all just noticed, is I could have said any damn thing and y'all still would have went crazy. I pretty much just dissed this whole right side of the audience. Yeah. Oh, you do? You done know. Okay. What did I say? I want to be the first rapper to rap in Chinese, but with subtitles, though. That'd be crazy. But yo, good morning. My name is MC Jin, and shout out to Sway and the whole family inviting me up here. It's both an honor and a lot of pressure being the only Asian on stage and pretty much in a 3-mile radius. But I'm glad to say that the NAACP will not have to contact Shade 45 or Sirius XM. And before y'all guys get it misunderstood, the NAACP I'm referring to as the National Asian American Comedy Patrol. Because I had my letter written, just in case, you know, Sway texts me like, yo, we want you. And then this morning he's like, nah, we good, we don't have any more time. So I'm gonna crumple up that letter to the NAACP. And truth be told, if y'all don't laugh at my jokes, it's all good. Because all it takes is one call back to the motherland, my motherland, all y'all emails getting hacked. All right? So I'm just gonna set that bar right there. So even if the jokes are mediocre, you think about how you wanna react, okay? The ball's on your court. And yeah, I mean, Damon left. I wish Damon was here, because Damon brought back a lot of childhood memories. Y'all have FUBU in your closet, right? It was the truth. And I think I got a little personal connection with it, because just the name of the brand alone, even when I think of it now, it brings back a lot of childhood memories. That brand makes me think about this one Chinese girl that used to live in my neighborhood. Y'all might know, you know her. You know that one Chinese girl that be all ghetto living in the hood? I remember the first time I went up to her, I was like, yo, girl, what's your last name? Come on, FUBU. That was just a test. That was just a test trial. Obviously, I just came up with that when I saw Damon, so you guys are getting workshopped. I just learned that term in comedy. Workshopping is when you just try a joke, so y'all just got workshopped. But FUBU, I could tweak it a little bit. But yeah, Damon's gone. Maybe it's for the better that he's gone, though, because he had a good impression of me when he first met me, but then he would have heard that joke and he'd be like, get this guy out of the Shark Tank now, all right? I would have had to do a deal with Mark Cuban. Like, that's a bad thing, though. But yeah, it's a privilege to be up here. So a little bit of background info on me, mainly for the white folks. You, ma'am, how are you doing? Good evening. So have you guys ever heard of Google? Okay, that's not a joke. If you do a Google search and you type in first Asian rapper, guess who's the first result? Exactly. Round of applause for her. So that's a little fun fact. If you type in first Asian rapper, I am the top search result. And I never even realized that until I did it last night. All right? Tells you where my life is at when I'm doing Google searches about myself. But then I started pondering. I was like, wait a minute, that's not exactly historically accurate. Because all my hip-hop heads in here, we know who the first Asian rappers were, right? They had that classic tune. You know how it goes. Na 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 na. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing up. Yeah. Swear, you got that. And we did that without practice or rehearsal. We could be a team, Sway, me and you. We could be, you know what I mean? Like I said, once again, thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's good to see a brother give a Chinese man an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? We got to work together. And don't regret voting for Obama. Yeah, right. We even. I did vote for Obama, by the way. But yeah, you know, I came to New York about over a decade ago to pursue my rap dream. Miami's my hometown, but I came to New York, and you know what they say? If you can make it in New York, you can make it. Bingo. Any native New Yorkers out here? Natives? All right. Salute to y'all. New York is a tough place to live. This morning proved to be true. Once again, even after being here so long. I walked into this spot, this restaurant, right? And before I could say anything, the dude looks at me, the owner, and he goes, go back to your country. We don't want your kind here. As I'm backing up, I'm thinking to myself, this is the last time I ever get breakfast in Chinatown. Then I rush back in, I'm like, hold up. That's not how it's supposed to go down. He sees me again, he's like, oh, you again. What are you doing here? And I'm like, Dad, you told me to come try the dumpling recipe. I wouldn't even be up here if not for that, right? It's just tough, you know, but we work things out. The rap career thing kind of went in several directions, but I will say no regrets, right? It was a great experience. And believe it or not, it's a privilege just to even say this. Once upon a time, I was a Rough Riders. You know? Okay, if you grew up in the... Let's try it again. It's like a call and response thing. Rough Riders. You know? Exactly. Sway, you know, right? Come on. But it was an amazing experience. You know, I grew up a Rough Rider fan, in particularly my childhood hero, Dark Man X, right? DMX. Any DMX fans in here? You know it. I'll never forget the first time I walked into the studio. There he was, standing in front of me, my childhood hero, my idol, and I'll never forget the first words he said to me. Ew! Where's my chicken and broccoli? And I froze. Not because I was starstruck, but because I didn't know where the chicken and broccoli was. I mean, the sweet and sour chicken, check, right? Wonton soup, check. Chicken and broccoli, missing in action. I don't know what happened to it. And you know X, he gets agitated easily. Ew! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind! You know what he said next? Up in here! Exactly, okay. Let me check with my white lady friend. You okay? Okay. This is a family environment, so everybody should feel welcome and safe. She probably got all the DMX albums in her catalog. She got Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. You got that you got Grand Champ too, probably, right? She got the whole X catalog, and I'm assuming she don't know what I'm talking about. But I think back about my times with Rough Riders, and you know, I always think about that. People kind of think I bonded with X more than I really did, right? And I think how awkward it would have been if we really did connect in certain ways. Imagine me inviting him over to my crib for dinner. He pops his head in the kitchen. My mom's putting together her special recipe, and he goes, "Ew, where my dogs at?" That would have been awkward too. Or imagine if, like, you know, like, I take him to, you know, my area, my part of town, right? And, you know, I'm hanging out in Chinatown with him. And then he's, you know, he's trying to fit in, and all of a sudden he's like, "Ew! Li Hao Ma!" One is all I need, brother. One is all I need. That's the thing about comedy. If you aim low, usually you get results. One is all I need. But I kind of just looked at the whole experience as a learning process. Shout out to Rough Riders, shout out to X, shout out to the whole crew, and they gave me nothing but cherishable, you know, memories and opportunities. And I, you know, eventually moved to Hong Kong. Anybody here from Hong Kong? For real? Are you? Say something in Chinese. That's Japanese. But we're all the same to this guy. The Jamaican guy, right? He's like, we're all the same to you. Blood clot Chinaman, right? You're all the same to me, right? But regardless of if you're from Hong Kong or China or not, I lived out in China for a couple years, and I just moved back. And people always ask me the funny questions when they hear about that. So they like, yo, they got McDonald's out in China, right? And I'm like, yeah. And they be like, yo, like, what's the main difference between the McDonald's out there and the McDonald's out here? And I'm like, they speak Chinese? Yeah, I mean, there's this mystical perspective that people have of Asia and its culture, right? But there were a few things that were different that caught me off guard. I remember the first week I was out there. You know, I was born and raised here in the States. But the first week I was out there, I went to go do some shopping. Pick up some shirts, pants, kicks, appliances, you name it. And I looked at all the tags inside, and they all said, "Made here." That was one thing I had to get acclimated to. I would say, though, of the several years that I was living in Hong Kong, the best thing and probably the most challenging thing to face was a life-altering thing. And maybe it is appropriate that I'm following Butterman about this and him sharing something so personal, because I wanted to take this opportunity to do the same. It was actually, it was my time out in Hong Kong that, you know, coming back, actually, I came out to my parents, which was a big deal. you know? Growing up in a traditional Chinese household, you know, I had to really muster up a lot of courage to do that. And I remember one day, I just stood my mom and dad in front of me, and I was like, I don't know how to put this, but I'm Christian. And my dad, my pops was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, exactly. It was him. He's responsible for all this. You know, but I'm learning and I'm growing in my faith, right? And don't worry, everybody, right? I'm not about division. I'm about unification. I'm not one of those Christians that thinks I'm better than you, right? Because I'm a Christian. I'm better than you just because. It has nothing, it's got nothing to do with my faith and my beliefs, all right? But I've been getting a lot of kind of different responses when I share my faith. The first thing I get, and the one that blows my mind the most is, time out, you Christian, Jin? Ain't you Chinese? Yeah, and it's funny because I didn't know there was a conflict of interest, right? I must have missed the verse between Genesis and Revelations that said, thou shalt not be Asian, right? But, so no reason for me to be alarmed. The other thing I encounter is people who aren't believers who automatically feel compelled to respond in a like appropriate manner. And God bless their hearts and their souls, right? But it's clearly obvious that they're just saying something to accommodate the moment. Because, you know, for example, the other day I'm like, yeah, you know, I've been growing in my faith. Yeah, I'm Christian now. And the first thing the dude said to me was like, word, I just seen Noah last week. Yeah, it was on pay-per-view. It was dope, man. Yo, Russell Crowe, he looked just like Noah. I didn't even know it was him until the rolling credits, man. And I'm like, you got Noah's yearbook picture? How you know? How you know what Noah looks like, right? And then the other one is people find out and they feel compelled to say something is I was making plans to grab lunch with a friend who wasn't a believer after a Sunday service. So I'm like, yeah, let's go grab something to eat after I get out of church. He's like, I got it. Let's go to Chipotle. Y'all got to read the news, okay? Chipotle. Butterman, you, I just jacked that all up, and it's beautiful. Recover. Rewind. A beauty of it. Nobody stumbled on a joke like this at Caroline's ever. Pretend you didn't hear the last 30 seconds. I said, let's go grab a meal after church. And he says, all right, I got an idea. Let's go to Chick-fil-A. Okay. Makes a lot. I love that. Make some noise for yourselves. You guys just had a connective joke orgasm right there. I heard you all go, ah, at the same time. But yes, it makes a lot more sense when I say Chick-fil-A right there, right? Chipotle is my preference, is what I'm saying. But I was going to say Chick-fil-A, controversy, if you don't know what's going on. Yeah, cheers to Chipotle, exactly. But of all the different things that I've heard in terms of when I share my race, the most mind-blowing and striking thing probably was what I heard in a rap battle once upon a time. And this is what my opponent said to me. You squint your eyes and look deceitful. That's why God hates Chinese people. I just got 2 more therapy sessions and I'm good from that one. All right? I'm finding myself from that one. But believe it or not, I actually won the battle. This is what I said in response to him. I said, man, I know God loves Chinese people. I don't gotta think twice. That's why I say grace before every bowl of white rice. Amen. I don't know if that was 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, but that's about, it feels right to end it there. Thank you, Sway. Thank you guys so much. My name is MC Jin. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Jin, y'all. MC Jin. All right, well, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Next up, one of our homegrowns. I'll explain that up to you next. It's DJ Wonder. Let's go.
It's Sway in the Morning, only
on Shade 45.